Hello again video gamers, and welcome to a brief history of Counter-Strike Global Offensive, or CSGO for short. This is Lisa, once again filling in for Kingpin 64K, who currently is in Mexico on business. Be sure to make sweet, intimate love to the like and subscribe buttons. Counter-Strike Global Offensive is a direct sequel to the original Counter-Strike game, which was called Counter-Strike Source. The original game started off as a mod of the game Five Nights at Freddy's, but it picked up so much traction and support that it was eventually forked off into its own game. The original developer, Notch, eventually became overwhelmed and sold the rights of the game to Blizzard so they could expand it even further. Once Blizzard acquired the game in 2003, they rewrote the game to run in Unreal Engine 6, which is the gaming engine they use to this day. The basis of CSGO is a class-based shooter, where each team has several options of various classes, or agents, that they may choose to fight with. Some of these classes include Pyro, Engineer, and Tracer. Each class has its own abilities and its own weaknesses, so they are all unique and each have their own learning curves. In 2005, Blizzard released a feature known as technically legal but gray area gambling for children, where you could spend currency on loot boxes that may or may not contain good items. These gambling boxes eventually lead to the creation of third-party gambling sites, where children could spend their parents' money on hats, skins, and interactable sex scenes containing the characters of the game. This creation is generally cited as the best event in modern gaming history. Before this game was popular, other studios had to implement things such as riveting gameplay and entertaining story into their work in order to turn a buck, but those days were long gone now. One game producer, known as Ariana Grande, was so inspired by this system of exploitative child gambling, that she went and founded the company Electronic Arts to capitalize on it. EA, or Electronic Arts, went on to solely produce child-friendly gambling software which has skyrocketed them into eternal success. What is the community of Counter-Strike Global Offensive like today? One of the largest updates of this decade introduced bots. The players of CSGO have gotten so good at the game, that other humans are no longer a challenge to them, therefore auto-aiming and wall-hacking bots were introduced into the casual and competitive servers to provide an edge to gameplay. Professional CSGO gamer, content creator and streamer, Dr. Disrespect, is quoted as saying, "Ever since the bots took over the servers, this game is incredible. It's much better than Minecraft especially." End quote. How has Blizzard handled the success of the game in the past 20 years? CEO of Blizzard, Shuntaro Furukawa, has taken a hands-on approach with handling the game. He recognizes that the game is starting to show its age, and has been seen around the office whipping employees with his belt in order to get new updates and DLC out to the masses. He knows there are other similar games that CSGO must stay competitive with, such as Animal Crossing and Rocket League, that are in the same genre and have a risk of overtaking CSGO in sheer amount of loot boxes and DLC. Furukawa is quoted as saying, "We must keep charging people money to play the game." What do you mean $15 to play without aim hackers is too much? Next month it will be $50. Nobody will outperform us. End quote. Today, CSGO is the most popular game on the Ubisoft Connect store, with hundreds of billions of players online at all times of every day. They have generated plenty of revenue over the years, and have recently signed a deal with the government which will allow them to put a video game studio on Mars. Some people reminisce about times of simpler video games like Half-Life and Mario Party, but those people are wrong. Children gambling on the internet with stolen credit cards is the future, and we have Blizzard and EA to thank for ushering this technology into the modern era. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Gaming History, and don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Google+, like me on MySpace, and as always subscribe to my OnlyFans for more exclusive video gaming content. This has been Lisa filling in for Kingpin 64K, go fuck yourselves.